We're live. Good
Hey
morning.
guys,
Hey, everybody.
you know what I didn't do? Hey, good morning. I
Good
didn't
morning.
pop out the chat. I'm gonna do that real quick.
All right. So let's see. Stephanie's here
Hey,
from
Stephanie.
the Grove's Bargain Emporium. And Scarlett was here. If she's still here, I don't know.
Hey,
And
Groves.
hey, G's here.
Hey,
And
G.
Debbie. Little
G,
Debbie.
if you got a one in the comment, I can't see because I'm popping out the chat real quick.
I don't have my cell phone on. I got a dork. Why is
Right.
okay? I don't. Go away.
Hold
It's
on.
telling me.
Okay, got it. Got it.
Oh. Okay.
Teresa's here. Hey, Teresa.
Hi, Teresa. Hello. Oh, and you hear the
G, what's up? I was doing I didn't pop out the chat because I was busy fixing watches. Now I think I'm a watchmaker.
I don't pop out any chat. I don't know what that means.
Well, the reason why I do it, because if I chat, it looks like it's you.
My dogs didn't want to hang out with me. You want to hang out with me? Or you do? Or
You
don't?
waiting for the wind and the rain, Debbie? I know. I heard the Carolinas are gonna get a bunch. I'm so sorry, y'all. I know how that feels. It's awful. It's awful feeling.
Come on. Come on. Come.
Everybody out that way. Hey, Cyber Slayer, which is Sean Michael. Good morning, Sean.
Sean's here. All right.
Sean's here, and he would like to be blue, ma'am.
Yeah. Well, I don't have my.
Oh, Sean, she don't have a phone. She can't
I'll make
blue.
What? I don't. Do I see him? Cyber Slayer.
That is Sean Michael. That is my youngest son. Good morning, buddy.
Let's see.
Y'all need the rain, but not too much, Debbie. Hey, Ashley.
All right.
All right,
so
Sean.
Actually, I don't see Cyber Slayer here. Oh, here I do.
Yeah.
Okay. It's all right.
It's SHAUN.
All right. Say hi again, Sean, and see.
When you say hi again, Sean, you'll be blue.
When I do things on the phone versus the iPad, it's like a whole different world.
I know, right?
They should be more compatible. Like, I had to tap on the chat feature, like 6 different times till it finally. That's why sometimes when I say I'm listening in the car, I'm doing this. So I say I can't. If I want to hear you, I can't chat. Or if I want to just do chat, I can't hear you because he has the radio on. And then till I can comment, sometimes it just doesn't happen. Anyway, what is she saying? Oh no, sorry.
Oh, because she said SEAN.
Oh.
And SHAWN. I said no, it's SHAUN.
You know, I still wouldn't remember. I can't remember things like that sometimes. I mean, if I was doing it every day and I worked with him, or writing it every single day, I'd eventually, hopefully, figure it out in a few minutes. But
oh my God, Stephanie, how do you do without coffee for 2 days?
I don't know. Unless I was having a medical test.
Hey, Jamie.
Hey, Jamie, how's it going? So, I'm sitting crouched over. My neck and back hurts. So I'm going to have to be in a car all day.
Oh, I have to tell you. It felt good outside today.
Meaning?
It's like 71, 72 degrees, and we're getting a little bit of north breeze. That hurricane's pushing around. I'm sorry, y'all who are getting it, but we're getting better weather.
I went out for a few minutes, and it was warm here. It felt, and it's cold inside, so I don't get it.
Right.
Hey,
Jennifer.
Jennifer. Miss Hayes.
Jennifer.
Yeah, it's raining. It's been raining every single day here. And we went to the flea market livestock auction in the rain, and there were only a few vendors because only the ones that had good coverings were open. And they had an inside auction, but my husband doesn't like stuff like that. So I could hear it happening, and all my juices wanted to be like, let's go. And we just went to the little luncheonette that they have there, and it's so, I want to say basic, that like they have mismatched chairs and long tables, and if there's not enough seating, you sit with strangers. I love that in luncheonette, and the waitress is really friendly, and the food is really good so far. I only ordered and you know, it's fair prices. It's not
right.
Like, it's not dirt cheap, but it's like it's not expensive. Because how could it be expensive when you have like 5 different chairs at a table? Like the don't I like it. So when I sit there and it's like, I go, oh, I don't know why I'm attracted to things. You know why? Because it's crowded. And if you know, like a place that is not nice and they haven't fixed it up since 1940 is like, is nice.
So let me ask you a question. Your farm fresh eggs that you get.
Yeah.
Do they taste really good?
No.
Or do they just taste like a regular egg?
They taste kind of regular.
Oh, man.
I'm surprised that I've been, okay, I don't know why, but in New Jersey, the Eggland Best eggs are, or sometimes they have ones that are cage free. They're like the same price. Usually, like there's usually one kind of fancier egg for sale that's cheaper than the store brand egg. So I get it. Now, New Jersey is a garden state. So, I mean, I don't know how long the eggs are sitting around, but I'm going to assume it's a little better than other states. But like these eggs literally are right from they are freshly laid, and they're all kind of like different sizes.
Right.
Babies have littler eggs.
Right. Oh no, Debbie, an egg is not an egg.
No,
it depends on what they feed them. Like here, when we get a fresh egg, the yolk is so yellow, and the taste is different. Like my uncle used to have farm eggs, and oh my God, they were the best eggs. And every now and then, you'll find somebody whose eggs taste like that, but it depends on what they feed them.
See, now, and that's what, like, somebody was writing. He goes, I had chickens, and now I don't have chickens, so I buy eggs. And he said the winter farm eggs taste like supermarket eggs, but the summer ones were like better because they were eating better, maybe bugs and flowers and stuff like that. And I'm not saying they're bad, they're good. They don't just taste like, when I was a kid, eggs tasted so fantastic when they were cooked just right. And I hated
but the yolk just tastes so much better. Oh my God.
But yeah, it's good. They're good. I mean, but they are good. I mean, I've made eggs the way I like them, and I've enjoyed them. So it's like, Tony likes to make fried eggs, and I like kind of like scrambled eggs that are not hard. Like they got to be a little loose. And then as you pull it off the heat, they finish cooking. Like you have to stop it sooner than later. When they're done, and then they start getting brown on the bottom, I don't like that.
Oh, I like it when they have the lace edge.
Well, I like that on fried eggs, but I don't like it on scrambled eggs. That I like.
I like runny eggs.
I like fried eggs with the lace, like you call it.
Yeah.
The crispy edges are good.
That's good too.
Yeah, well, I don't.
But I guess my favorite way to cook eggs is like, fried, but not like my mom and them used to fry it in like oil. So the oil was hot, and then they get that little lacy edge around. Not a lot, but
butter.
I use butter when I make mine. But I
haven't let Tony make bacon.
Me too,
Debbie. It splatters, but I'm gonna try to make it in the oven. But he says, because you gotta let me have bacon because of, like, they have farm fresh tomatoes here that are excellent, and he says I want a BLT, but we'll figure something out. I know I used to make them on a pan, bacon in a pan in the oven, and it didn't splatter up your whole kitchen.
Yeah, that's how I make my bacon now.
All right, so if I don't want it too hard or too soft, what's the temperature thing?
I do it like at 375.
Okay.
But you have to watch them because they will go from just right to like overdone quickly. Like Garrett likes limp bacon.
Mm-hmm.
I like crunchy bacon, but I don't like burnt bacon.
I don't like burnt, and crunchy is one thing. I don't want to bite into it and it's like pieces of glass that shatter in my mouth.
Right. No. I don't. I like it just before that stage.
All right. Well, I like it really in between, like kind of really cooked, but not really. Like, but just yeah, Goldilocks, right, Jay? I am.
Yes, right?
Oh my God, I'm so.
Hey, Jay. Oh my God.
I mean, I really, yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna introduce him to bacon in the oven. Otherwise, he can't have bacon. And
just let him go outside and don't tell him. And let him eat it and see what he says. He'll never know. You know that, like,
you know, he always cooks it, and when he cooks it, I think like it feels like half of the piece is burnt and the other half is undercooked. And I'm like, how do you even manage that?
That's how Marie does bacon, and then she has grease everywhere.
Yeah.
Makes me crazy.
I said in New Jersey, we're going to be selling that house. I don't want people to walk in and smell bacon or fish. So like I'm saying, we're going to have to stop eating anything like that.
Right. It's just the cleaner way to do it, you know? And then you really make it better is you go buy one of those throwaway tin pans.
Oh.
Like I set it inside of my pan. That way you don't have all the messy cleanup. But I do save the bacon grease.
Well, I could look for a rack and then put aluminum foil to catch the bacon drips.
Yeah,
you know, like, who is it? Jacques Pepin, who's, you know, a big deal French chef.
Who?
He said Jacques Pepin.
Oh, yeah, I like him.
He makes bacon he has a thing that he wraps the bacon over.
Yeah.
And he puts it in the microwave. He goes, I love it like that. And I'm like, interesting. Tony likes the grease, though, to make the eggs. But I guess in the pan you get...
Yeah, but if you do it in like what I do is in the oven, then I take my pan, I let it cool a little bit, and then I pour it in the in a little container, and then you can use your grease, and you can save it. And you can save it.
I had bought lard once before and I threw it away because I didn't use it. But this time I bought it because I'm going to try to make a pie crust with it. Oh my God. I went to the doctor and he told me I'm supposed to be on a Mediterranean diet. So what am I eating? I didn't buy any whoopie pies this week, but I bought I think I bought 2 pies. Like
you made an apple pie.
I made a pie with a crumble top of apples. And we bought these 2 sour cherry pies. But I don't know.
Patrick Murphy.
Hello, Patrick Murphy. I thought that the baking would be better. And I'm not saying it's terrible. It's just not really what I kind of like. I mean, some people, I feel like the baker, I love her personality and I'll keep shopping at her store. But it feels like it needs like a little more salt. For me, salt in baking is everything. If you don't put that pinch of salt, I mean, or if you put a teeny pinch of salt, that's not enough. It needs it just the right. David bacon grease.
Yeah, Debbie, do you have like a gas oven? I mean, gas stove? See, I have gas, and everything feels sticky if you don't keep up with it.
Miss Show Off with gas. Like we can't even have gas. There's no gas line.
I don't know what I would do. When we had moved to where my shop is at one year, oh my God, it had an electric stove. I didn't know what to do. I've always only cooked on gas, and I'm spoiled. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not.
My gas stove at home, I know like when I put it on high, I know how to work it. Like here, high is a 7. If you put it on high, it'll like scorch up in 10 seconds.
I like to see my fire.
This oven is horrible.
I can't judge with electric.
Everything is getting overdone. I think that it runs way hotter than my one at home. Oh well. I'll adjust. But I'm getting a new one. I'm getting a new one. It's happening because I don't want it. So this week we bought a freezer. So it's like my husband feels like I think I can't get more than one appliance a week. But I mean, I'm willing to pay for it because I hate
Just
it.
remember to rotate your stuff. All the stuff at the bottom gets stuck there, and then you end up throwing it away. You got a chest freezer?
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, Tony said, he goes, this is half the size of the one I had in New Jersey. And I'm like, and I go, do we really need more than this? And he was like, he was making a joke. He said, it should at least be able to fit 2 bodies. I'm like, shut the F up, you know.
Hey, different styles.
You didn't hear that joke of my husband's.
Oh, no, wait. I'm sorry. I was looking to see. We have somebody new.
I different styles. I think I want to wait like a few minutes before I give everybody. You got to crank it up. Unless we know you from a different place or someone knows you. I'm not going to wrench every
How'd
single.
you hear about us?
How'd you hear about us? Different styles.
But yeah, just make sure you it's from Johnny's. Okay. All right. I'll sub to you.
All right.
Santa, Johnny.
Does he I made you blue. Is he Santa? Is he dressing like Santa?
He's
again?
referring to Johnny. Looks like
husband,
Santa.
My husband's starting to look a little Santa-like.
Johnny said he was in the store one time, and this little kid goes, "Are you Santa?" And he goes, "Yeah." And he goes, "And you better be good if you want something for Christmas." And the mom's like, "Thank you." He played along. That was sweet. Oh, I can't see out my glasses, y'all.
My husband's still drinking his tea, and my dog is just lying there looking at me. I would invite him over to say hi. He hates that, but he sometimes does it. I'm totally. I don't have a desk. This box that I have my iPad on, I have invented a whole contraption to hold it up, but it's a deck box. We're putting it out on our deck over there.
Oh, nice.
We're holding the dog's tie-out things. We didn't get to sit. We didn't get to sit and watch the sunset for like this whole time we're here. No, the first night I think we did. The last picture I posted was the last time we got to see the sunset because it's been. You can't even see the mountains far away from here. You could just see the close-up hill. It's so foggy and rainy. I shouldn't complain. I would still love this view if this was my view. I mean, it is my view, but yeah.
Right. I think he takes better care of that beard than some women do their hair.
Excuse me.
God bless you.
Thank you.
That sounded like it came from deep. Like,
I vacuumed yesterday, and I thought that getting a new vacuum would help me not feel allergic. Thank you. But I'm still allergic to dust. I can't get away from it. I mean,
well, wear a mask when you vacuum.
I think I need a hazmat suit.
Did you get one of those vacuums that has those HEPA filters that's supposed to keep?
I got a stupid impractical vacuum that used to be like $450 and it was on sale for $200, but it's the Shark self-emptying vacuum because I didn't want to have to empty the collection cup it's the size of a juice glass. I don't get it. Like I have more dirt than that in one single room. So it says like, oh, and then the part, this is cool though, I'll show it to you. If you,
we going on a tour, y'all.
No, that's not how I do it. How do I set it? Oh my goodness. Settings.
She may knock us all out.
No. You see, this is it. And This is the collection cup. It's just
okay. So it's one of those. So that should hold in.
It self empties. So if I push this button, that cup empties out, and I don't have to touch the dust, but like every.
Yeah, I have a rainbow. Believe it or not, it's getting old, but everything goes into the water, which is nasty when you have to dump it.
Come on,
Norton.
Hey, booby.
Oh, you froze. There you go.
Let's have some. This is why I called the doghouse. This is Norton. He's 3. He's a golden retriever, and he doesn't understand cameras.
Different styles, so that's his favorite dog. Yeah, I told her that. I told her that, G. Hey, Donna. How y'all do making out so far, hun?
Hey, Donna. Who uses the ultra wide front camera? Who wants to look twice as wide? It makes no sense.
Well, we do when we have a lot of people on. Because, ouch, my back is killing me.
I mean, it makes me feel like, honestly, like I gained 30 pounds in 10 seconds.
Just a lot of rain. Uh-oh, you're frozen, Suzy.
Oh, boy. This is terrible.
There you go. You're back. Oh, wait, I got to sit back in my chair. Precious was behind me.
Yeah.
And then I'll end up with a backache all day.
I have a backache. I'm not going to be able to not have a backache today because I'm going to be in a car. And, I told you, like, it makes me anxious to watch the driving. So now I have to sit and look at my phone the whole time because if I see the trucks coming, like, from both ends, like, and I'm like, it freaks me out. What?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's the scary part, Donna, the tornadoes. You can't see them. They just pop up.
Okay, we haven't really moved in yet. So I have a bed, though. I have a bed and a mattress, finally. I bought a new bed and a mattress. Yeah, there's no cozy furniture. This is the trouble. There are no... I'm not going to say there's no furniture stores out in the middle of central Pennsylvania. I went to one. Everything they had looked the same, and I didn't like it. I went to a second one. Everything was very well priced, but cheap sofas feel like park benches. They have no give, and I feel like they're going to fall apart. And if I'm going to pay $400 or $500 or $600 on something, I'd rather spend $1,000 or $1,200.
Exactly, and it lasts.
So,
hey, Jeffrey.
Hi, Jeffrey. I heard that Flex Steel sofas are rated for like more than 300 pounds, which, if it's me and Tony and 2 dogs, we need a sofa that could hold some weight.
Right.
So
exactly.
I was looking into those, but, not sitting on it is taking a big chance. One of my neighbor's houses has a ton of smoke coming out of it. I hope it's not on fire. I'm just noticing that as I sit here.
Oh, really, Donna? I have to. What I want to do when the house is built is get a new sofa, but then I want to get 2 recliners for Garrett and I, because right now we have that little love seat that's 2 recliners, but it doesn't hold Garrett's legs up because it's weird. If I lay back, it just comes right back up. It's the most uncomfortable thing. So I want to get him a big boy recliner, and then I'll get a regular one kind of to match it as close.
Okay, look, I'm telling you, look into, even on Wayfair, just go put in Flex Steel.
Okay.
Those things are weight rated because like they have, instead of having little like zigzag tiny wires, they have big pieces of steel across.
Oh, nice.
So they're rated for holding more weight. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be always perfect, but I know someone who bought one of those big recliners for,
but you got to buy like a lazy boy for those And they last forever, the big
They
boy.
don't anymore. I just have to tell you, I'm sorry. They used to. If you can get a used one, it will. But like the newfangled Lazy Boys are made very crappily, said the furniture seller
Oh,
at a store.
well, you know who else makes crappy furniture now? Ashley.
Ashley makes super crappy furniture. If you want to just stage a house and not, and pay like $1,000, you could stage like your whole house with Ashley kind of furniture, and it'll look cute for the sale, but it's not going to last at all.
Wait, hold on. I need to tell Thomas something.
Yeah, I know. We saw a couple of sofas that were around. I want leather. If you have dogs jumping on and off, at least like you can wipe leather down with like a microfiber cloth. You can't really clean upholstery easily, like or at least like once a week. I could do that. So I want leather just for the dog aspect of my household.
Well, I need something that's going to be very sturdy type sofa because Marie's still living on my sofa. So
why not just get her could she just get a trundle bed or something, like a day bed that's an actual mattress on a frame, like, and it looks like it has like.
I don't know how much room we're going to have in there. I guess I'll be able to figure it out once.
I was thinking of getting something like that, maybe for the upstairs room, so just in case someone has to spend the night, they can. I don't know what to do. I don't want to be mean. Like if it's someone I like, I wouldn't mind them staying here. But I don't want anybody to be so comfortable that they think they could live here. And I'm sorry, I think that is the truth.
Bye, Teresa. Y'all have a good day.
Teresa.
Make sure Dad's buys your coffee.
Wait. What's 100 in a box in Walmart? I want to know.
I think a trundle bed. Is that what you're saying? Different styles? A good bed, like one of those.
I spent a lot of money on the mattress and frame because I wanted to get solid wood, because I even hear people talking about, well, this bed was beautiful for 3 months and then it started squeaking and then it fell apart. You can't trust anything. Yeah, right, Jane?
Yeah, wow. They have totally destroyed my sofa from sleeping on it all the time. Okay, bed in the box. I will.
My mattress was in a box and it was like, I guess it was vacuum packed.
Yeah.
I had
it was like blue. Is it blue mattress or something? There's so many different ones now.
If you go online just for a mattress, and I'm just concerned, like I'm so sensitive to aromas and things. Like I was about to buy this mattress that said it was green tea. And I'm like, what? I don't even know what that means. Like green tea and then somebody wrote, and this was very helpful to me. He said, we got this mattress and my wife felt sick every single day since we got it. And then I realized she was allergic to the green tea that was in the mattress. They infused mattresses with charcoal. They infused mattresses with green tea. So I wanted a mattress that was infused with nothing. And
hey, Ella.
Hi, Ella.
Hope you're feeling better.
Because we can't. If I have a detergent for clothes and it's too smelly, I have to take the clothes off and wash them in nothing. I'm such a fuss.
I always try to buy those like the zero smells or whatever they call them.
Well, they have truly like zero chemical detergents, and I was always thinking that somebody I knew, I'm talking like maybe 20 years ago, told me, be very careful of fabric softeners and dryer sheets and detergents because that stuff goes into your skin. And she said, the more chemicals that invade your body, the worse. And I thought she was being like, she had myasthenia gravis, and which is a very unusual problem to have. And I thought, okay, it's something.
Yeah. I would think no lower than an 8 is no good because it would just kind of sink to nothing.
Yeah, I got 12 inches on the mattress for thinking, like I used to have in New Jersey, I have a 14-inch mattress and it's too thick. Like I can't get the sheets pop out. Like
Yeah, you got to buy the sheets with the deep pockets.
And I did, but once you wash and dry them and they shrink a little, because I bought like 100% cotton sheets anyway.
You ever tried those little clips that you can buy?
Oh, yeah, we have like the full-fledged clips, but I don't have to on this one because the 12 inches is like,
yeah,
it's just right.
Yeah, I know some of them say it keeps you cool, like it doesn't make you hot. Like some of those make you like really hot because I'm already hot at night. I sleep with a fan all the time.
This one said it makes you cool, but then I got that mattress pad that said it's waterproof, and I didn't realize it was waterproof, and now I think that that's making me feel hot. Anyway, that's all. You know everything about me, pretty much. Yeah. All my personal business.
Oh well.
Yeah, well.
Everybody does, you know.
I'm just saying, like, you know, if you have, even if you like aromas, they just do research on it. They have told people, or they have found out that some of these candle scents and perfume scents and chemicals in the detergents, that they become like, they can be irritating issues for people and sometimes very serious issues. So why add smoke to fire? I mean, my husband did say, look, you know, just living causes cancer. I go, yeah, I understand. But if you can avoid certain things, I mean, we do eat, I like meat that has a char on it. That's a bad way to eat meat. Like they say, the char is bad for you. But since I do that, I have to try to like be better in another way.
Right. Debbie, let me tell you, we bought a new one, and I love it. But the guy told us, if you have an older box spring, keep it, because they don't make them like that anymore. So like if it's 10 years or older, keep it if it's still good, because the new box springs are like crap.
But steam it. Yeah, moderation and everything, Jane. I would steam out the I was reading about like how long you should hold a mattress and stuff, and they said that they really should be replaced about every 10 years. And I'm like, I think I had my mattress for about 15. So
no, not the mattress, the box spring.
Well, I've been using platform beds since since the 80s. So
yeah,
really love my first platform bed. Initially, the foam mattress felt like a park bench. It was so hard, but it like kind of softened up, and it was so comfortable. And everybody who had like actually even sat on it, so this feels comfortable. And yeah, I had like 27 guys in that. No,
right. Well, I'm embarrassed to say how long I kept my mattress, but it was still good. We bought like a really expensive mattress, and it lasted. You know, we turn it and rotate it, and
yeah, that helps.
Yeah, you gotta
yeah, I have a no flip now, but like I can still reposition. Like it's a good idea to just turn it at least, like
definitely
like flip it around, not necessarily flip it over, because you can't. They put like different layers of foam on the bottom, because it said it had like the top layer is I don't know, it was like solid, then the next one was vented, and then the next, there was like something. It had all these different layers, and some of it's harder, some of it's softer. It's like, oh boy.
Yeah, that's what I had, Debbie, a pillow top.
I had a pillow top with the springs when I first came to New Jersey, and my dogs dug in it and went all the way down to the spring. So that was the end of that one. Roxy was a young dog then, and my other dog was Miranda. The ones with the sleep number are supposed to last a really, really long time, but
they say those are really hot.
Really? Yeah,
but I'm sure they've improved them.
Everything that has been around is like been different. Yeah, they're all different than they used to be.
Can you give me something to drink, please?
Instead of just getting a firm, I got one called medium firm, and it feels fine now. It's almost, because I always used to just get firm mattresses. It's just nice to not sleep in that air mattress. Now we need furniture here for sure, but I'm still packing up the little stuff that goes in front of the furniture. I don't want to pay for I would have had about when they say how many boxes do you have to move? I mean, I didn't want to say I have 300 boxes because we would pay an extra $5,000 to move all these little tiny boxes.
Yeah.
So
Garrett likes it super firm. I don't.
I'm not moved yet. I have all these little boxes to get over here, and then we'll get moved in.
Precious, you're pain today.
I don't know. You know what's bad about this house? They have baseboard radiators that stick out about 4 inches, and so all my furniture is going to have to be away from the wall, and that's going to look really weird. I feel, or take up a lot of room.
I would be afraid dust and stuff gets in that.
It's not even the dust. Yeah, I won't be able to clean it. Really.
It barely knows you're there, right, Debbie?
Yeah, Debbie, you're you can get a kid mattress. 105 pounds. You're like a gymnast.
What is that, Miss Suzy?
Uh-huh.
Hey, Miss Suzy.
Hi, TJ.
Oh, got it right.
He's always friendly.
He's my dog sitter during the show.
Do I have a dog here with me? While you're laying behind? All right.
Precious, it's like she's attached, and she wants me to cross my leg over the other one so she can lay in the crook of my knee.
Where's my dog?
It gets uncomfortable.
There's my dog. Hi, dog. Okay.
Hang on 1 second.
Dog check. So is anybody doing anything fun today? I'm going to be in the car all day. Not fun.
So you're going back today?
Yeah. Because of I would have stayed a couple more days. I signed up for insurance this week. That was important to me. But I wanted to get my driver's license out here. What you're still recovering from what? Tell me, I don't remember. Anyway.
So Debbie, what are y'all supposed to get today?
Okay, Debbie. Oh, I hope you heal fast. I hope it's good this time. Second replacement.
Wow. Sorry you're having trouble.
Did they add a lot of what is that stuff? Bone graft? I got bone grafts when I had mine. I signed up for dental insurance. I don't know if it'll be worth it, but I'm going to make appointments and start the ball rolling.
There you go.
I have a lot of work that needs to be
I got to go back in January.
I'm scared that they're just going to.
I almost have a panic attack when I have to go to the dentist. I hate it. My teeth are so funky. Ever since I was a kid.
I used to be very, I was scared that they were going to tell me I had to pull out all my teeth in the front. I mean, they ended up pulling out almost all my molars on both sides. So it's not good. Well, the one good thing about when I had all that oral surgery was I could only eat soft food, and I basically had cottage cheese.
Thank God for small favors, right?
Oh my God, I lost weight. I lost so much weight. And my neighbor saw me and she goes, "You look so slim." And I go, I've had so much oral surgery. She's like, "You're 2 procedures away from being a supermodel." I'm like, shut the F up.
Oh my God.
Well, I kind of feel like on the side where they did it,
that's good, Debbie.
I feel these big bumps on the inside of my gum, and it's very unnerving because I don't feel it on the other side, but I feel it on the side where they screwed in. And I'm like, they tell me that when I get x-rays that it looks like I have a lot of bone, but I feel like one of the screws is coming out on the inside. I don't know. It feels odd. There's always something.
Yeah, it is
You know,
always something.
I mean, Tony was saying I'd rather like work on my mouth than other things. And I'm like thinking, I don't know. I was joking around. I go, I'm not gonna live that long. Do I really need like fantastic? I mean, I don't. I'm joking. I want my teeth to be able to eat. Like I don't want to be on soft food for the rest of my life. I enjoy I enjoy a
Right.
piece of steak once in a while. I want to be
No,
able
I
to
hear
chew
you.
it. I don't want it in a blender.
Right.
Blender
I
steak. You like
like food
food?
too, Debbie.
Oh my gosh! But and then I think I really want to be able to see because I like photography and I like making jewelry. And if I can't, like when I was making jewelry initially, it was like the 90s and I could see the holes in the beads. Now I can't see anything. Like
I get that, Debbie.
I need like the triple
Yeah.
optivisors. Where's your dog? Get the doggy. Love ya.
I don't know why my blood sugar has been low for the last week.
Well, look at normals too. We saw a man yesterday eating a big lunch with no teeth in, and his wife took her teeth out to eat as well. And Tony was like, "How do you eat with no teeth?" And I said, "Probably very slowly." I don't get it. Like,
No, my grandfather used to be able to eat peanuts because their gums just harden after so long. I mean, and they tolerate it.
I know, like I'm almost chuckling because I said that I said to him, it's probably their gums are probably like turtle gums. They probably can like chomp down on stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, yeah, it did look like it was taking him a long time to finish his food. But obviously, the last time I went to that luncheonette, he was there. He's a regular, so he must like the food there. And he says
Yeah,
it took a half hour to go there.
wow. Feeling good about yourself is important,
That's
and
true.
how you look. And
I don't. In a way, if we don't look right, there's not a whole lot of people to see it. So, I mean, that's not an excuse either. But I was watching somebody walking down the street, and she was wearing pajamas, and it looked like, and her boyfriend had his arm around her, and he was wearing regular clothes, and I'm like, thinking,
wait, I gotta make you laugh.
people wear pajamas
Before the hurricane hit us, Francine, this guy made a video, one of the Cajun guys, and he says, "Okay, people, before you get on the news, teeth and bras, people." He goes, "Not all Louisianans are like that, It's funny. He goes, "Just don't forget teeth and bras."
I mean, sometimes if you're running for your life,
Right, you don't have time.
But
well, you just better put them in before the hurricane hits. I don't know, but it was so funny the way he did it.
And do you know how, like, when you think of loungewear, at least, like, so even if you don't have your bra, have some kind of decent loungewear, because think about what if this was the outfit you needed to wear for a whole entire week. It's kind of, I mean, like, so yeah, it could be sweatpants, but like, make sure.
When the weather is bad, I sleep in my clothes. I'm sorry.
I would.
Because I don't want to be
running out into the street
and land somewhere if I survive.
Right.
And a nightgown.
Land so. But what if you had to like run out and like you ended up having to go to a different state for like a couple days? Like you'd end up, and if you're only wearing like a flimsy fabric nightgown, yeah, that would be really embarrassing.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm sure they give you a blanket. I mean, the Red Cross gives you a blanket, but please. Hey, Purple.
Hi, Purple. You hear the dog cry?
I hear him.
Okay. All right, sit down. Where's your good boy? Where's your good boy? All right. So. I'm not coming. Now he's like, what?
Debbie, I don't leave the shoes on, but you better believe I got a bra on. I can tell you that, and I wear like shorts or something like that.
Now he's looking at me through the door. He wanted to go, but I think he wants us all to be together, like if we're in separate rooms. And Roxy loves Tony better than me, I feel. because she'll follow him around.
A little jealous, Mom, you think?
What?
I said a little jealousy there.
I don't know. I mean, I feel they're traders, you know, and then but Norton follows me around mostly. He sort of will go to anybody. Yeah, I need a lot done. Oh, wow. I spent $1,000 on just getting like little teeny fillings on this side and a cleaning. And it was $1,100 with the cleaning. And she did it so fast. And I was looking at videos about how a deep cleaning should be. And they said if it takes 15 minutes, they didn't do it good enough. And so.
Well, let me tell you, I'm so afraid of cleanings because of my trigeminal neuralgia, and it sets it off.
Can you, I get like full-fledged Novocaine, and I'll even do anesthesia. Not anesthesia till I'm passed out, but like I'll ask for gas. Now they charge $100 for gas?
Yeah.
Now that's inflation.
Well, thank God the hygienists and the dentists that I have are very accommodating for my trigeminal neuralgia. And I have a lot of missing teeth in the back from when I was young. So my top teeth are like coming down. Here. So like it's very painful when they do cleanings.
So what? You mean so now it's going to hurt extra because these
because it's more exposed. Yeah. So I had to get like a bottom bridge.
You can get
It's awful. It's awful.
Novocaine.
So she does. When she does my cleaning, she puts Novocaine around everywhere, but it's still.
I don't like when they have to stick the Novocaine like right in your palate. That hurts to me.
Yeah, I don't mind the injections. But that one last tooth I had to have extracted, he put so much Novocaine, my eye was numb.
I'm sorry, but I know.
No, it was awful. And then, like, you know, your face itches, but you can't reach it. You can't reach the itch.
If you pay money, they have a shot that reverses the Novocaine, but it costs like $75 to get that shot.
Well, sometimes it hurts, so it's like I don't mind the feel good for a while, even though the side effects of it are crappy. But I can't wear the bottom bridge hardly, and I keep telling them it's not right. Well, if we have to adjust it anymore, you're just gonna have to get another one and pay for it. Well, you know what? You screwed it up.
I stick to your guns, lady, and say I'm not getting another one. I paid for one that would fit right. And if it doesn't fit right, it's not my fault. I didn't make it. And say it like and if you want me to say it to him, I will.
Okay, I'll take you on the phone with me.
I'll tell him. I'm like, I'm like, I didn't sit on it. I didn't run it over with my car. It just sits in my mouth and hurts.
Right.
You know, make it right. Make it right. I'm going to tell
exactly.
And
well, you know, your insurance won't pay for it. Well, I didn't mess it up. You know, you did.
Yeah, make it stink. Look, squeaky wheels get grease. I swear it.
I know.
And if you say it loud enough for the people in the waiting room to hear, let me tell you, they might tell you, go away and I don't want you to be my patient anymore. But you could call the attorney general. You call the medical board. You just make phone calls. You say, and find out which ones actually count and say, I am calling the state attorney general. I am calling I'm calling my local congressman. I am calling.
I also call the insurance company and tell them.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm telling you.
I don't know what they can do, but I don't know. And I hate to be a Karen, but I can sometimes. And
no, what the hell? Just make it work. I know someone who had problems with their fake teeth, and they made a lot of noise about it, and she just said, this is ruining my life. You need to make it right. You promised me that I would have fixed teeth. They are not fixed. They are not right. I don't feel right. You know, I didn't like one time I had a crown and the temporary crown felt fine. And then they put the next crown on and without the glue, it felt fine. But once they glued it in, it hurt. And I'm like, why?
Yeah, he's like, you need to wear them at least 8 hours. And I'm thinking, I can't wear them for 10 minutes. You know,
No, they can grind down little bits of it. They probably
Well, they have been, but he's like, I can't grind anymore on it, and I'm like, well, just take the back 2 teeth off of it, because they keep telling me my mouth is small. Then leave the 2 last teeth off of each side. You know what I'm saying? They gag you. It's awful.
They can do he doesn't want to, because if he has it remanufactured, like the $100 will be off on him. So he's like, I already paid my share of it and I got reimbursed, so I don't want to deal with you anymore. Like, but if he was a good guy and he was a legitimate, like, if people want to go out of their way to make their patients happy and pain-free, they will do it.
Yeah. That was the only time he got snappy with me. But because normally he's very kind, very understanding, but I don't know. It's frustrating.
It is frustrating. I have a feeling I need a lot of work done.
I did, and the thing that they take the impressions with was so big, and when she was holding it down, I'm like, I was telling her, you're cutting my gums. I had a big cut in my gum from her holding it down, because it wasn't the regular person I dealt with who did it. And I was like, I'm bleeding. She goes, oh. Like, yeah, I had not nice words for her. I almost turned Karen on Walmart the other day.
No, don't call it Karen. It's just like you have a certain, I don't know. I had a dentist who drilled off a tooth, and he ended up drilling my gum and my cheek, and I was bleeding, and I showed the receptionist what he had done, and she says, oh God, he has banana hands. And I'm like, that didn't make me very confident in his ability.
Well, no.
And I didn't go back ever again, because I had an abscess he did a root canal on me and didn't take out all the root. So I went to an endodontist and I told him about all the stories of this dentist. And he said, I want you to go back and I want you to ask for a refund. And I said, what do you mean? He goes, go back to that dentist and ask for a refund. And if you have to sue him, I will be your witness. And I go, ooh, okay.
Nice. Well, I went to Walmart the other day. My doctor ordered that medication to help me stay awake. So Walmart, I told him I did, and she goes, we're holding it for insurance. I said, I told you I'm going to put it on GoodRx because my insurance won't approve it.
Mm-hmm.
So she goes, okay, we're filling it. So she said it'll be about 10, 15 minutes. So Thomas and I are walking around Walmart. 30 minutes pass. So finally I go back and I'm like, is my medicine ready? Oh, we don't have it. I said, so nobody was going to call me or text me and say, we're out of stock? You were just going to let me walk around for like hours? Oh, well, they must have just put it through.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yeah, I went to the doctor last week, and all he had to do was press send, and the prescription would have gone out. Now we were leaving to come here, and I said, I'm willing to wait a couple hours, but like if they press send and then you go to the
it's immediate.
store, they say, oh, okay, wait around, it'll take 20 minutes.
Hey, Glenn.
But they didn't even press send till like later that day, and so I didn't get my medicine for a whole week. Dumbass.
Well, thank God they had it yesterday. But y'all, knock on wood,
Hi,
I
Glenn.
haven't been yawning and yawning. You know how sometimes I have that uncontrollable knock on wood.
So what's it like being on this medicine? Are you getting stuff done?
Well, I took it yesterday, and I didn't take it till about noon because that's when I got it.
Now they mentioned
So at 11 o'clock last night, I was up crocheting. Which by 9, I was like, I'm usually like drooling and stuff. So I took it early before the show this morning. We'll see. It's a medication they usually give to people with narcolepsy.
I was looking at
people who have severe sleep apnea who still has daytime sleepiness.
The insurance I signed up with will not approve anything for weight management, anything. And I'm like, why wouldn't they want their patients to be in a
Healthy.
weight management program, sort of, or even like on the Ozempic kind of stuff if they're obese, because it creates problems for them. Then they have to start paying for diabetes medicines and blood pressure medicines. Like, I don't get it. It's so
insulin, which is so expensive, and
well, it went down a lot in price, but it's still everything though also creates.
Have you tried like GoodRx?
All right, I'm going to tell you something. They have deals on the internet for the GLP-1 antagonists, like the semaglutides or whatever they're called, and they're compounded. Now, don't trust compounded substances you get in the mail, because they said one company put rancid like ingredients in it, and then the pills, they said, if they're made in overseas, I hate to say it, but they don't really care about our health. They care about $1, and they put like toxic things. I don't know. They just said, if you're going to get it, if you're going to be on it, try to be on the branded medicine until it becomes generic. And so all of those places that say, oh, you can get it for $300 a month or $150 a month, like, don't trust that it's going to be the same quality. And the quality can impact your, I don't know. So I was doing research about it yesterday, because the doctor actually said, I would prescribe to you, he named the one like a Mounjaro kind of one, and then it has a different name. And he goes, but I've been having a hard time getting insurance companies to pay for it. And
yeah, but if you're on that cusp of,
I am. I mean, I used to be diabetic, and now I'm pre-diabetic. So why make me go back into diabetes to then have that medicine? It's so stupid. It's stupid. Yes, right, Jane. Yeah, some of the things that they put in it are really might be like unhealthy.
Yeah. Or I do, but Suzy is not.
I'm not, but I mean,
but I tell you what, my A1C has gone way low.
What is it now?
It was high. So it was last time, it was from like 9 point something, which is lower than what it was before, to like 7. Or maybe it was 6 point something. Hey, Angie.
Hi, Angie. Mine went from like the 5.5 to a 6. And I've been eating sweets and carbs. So yeah, I probably, I'm doing it to myself. But regardless, if I'm considered at the point where I could pretty much go back on meds again, why wouldn't an insurance company pay for it? It's
right. Exactly.
But
dumb. If your doctor's not willing to do the paperwork, then there you go.
I mean, I know some things have to be pre-approved, but just because they say like you're technically obese or you're technically this or that, I mean, yeah, they can say I'm a diabetic that's pre-diabetic in remission, and why let me go back into it?
Right. My my doctor she had to do a PA on it,
Look, I hate to say it, we're having an election. I don't want to talk politics, but there's one person that's running who, when he was president, and that's all I'm going to say, I got booted off the insurance that I have now because he changed the qualifications, and I was in a poor hole. Like, I didn't qualify for the Medicaid, and then I didn't qualify for the Marketplace because I made like that $5,000 right in the middle. And it was like, it cost me $10,000 that year to pay for the rest of my, my insurance. And that's all the money I had, And so, I don't know. I'm just saying, they should protect our health. Like, you can only run a country on citizens that are healthy. If everybody drops dead, there's nobody left to run. I don't know. It's just dumb to me. So I'm a little like crazed about it, because it should just be like reasonably priced for everybody. when I moved to New Jersey, I had medical care for $350. There was no marketplace insurance. And I'm not saying that that's dirt cheap, but it's cheaper, way cheaper.
Mhm.
It's like $1,000 cheaper than some of the plans I'm seeing now. So how is that possible that in just a few years, like all the companies ramped up the prices and ramped up the prices?
Hey,
I'm
Ann.
I don't know. I mean, like I know that when you hear certain things, you think it doesn't affect me, but it affects you if you have programs that you need. Like if you're on food stamps, I'm not on food stamps right now, but I have plenty of friends that are. And you know, I have family, like my husband's on Medicare, and
Mhm.
all of those extra like supplements are going to be done away with. That's going to be really crappy. I mean, I don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared for like, I'm just scared. I don't want to have to be eating zucchini every night for supper. I'm tired of it. What am I going to do? You know, we didn't even have a whole month living here, and our electricity bill was $335 because he had to pay for like the garage too. I'm like, what is it going to be like in the winter? It's going to be expensive for us. And I mean, at least the taxes are cheap out here.
Mhm.
It's rough. I'm praying that I'm just praying that like I
The
can
sooner
hold.
y'all can get out the Jersey house, then that'll be one less expense you have.
Yeah, no, obviously that it's expensive to run obviously two houses, but at the current state that it's in, I would not pay what the market value says it is, because I know like Tony was like, we'll leave the carpets in and just clean it. And I'm like, we have hardwood floors under those carpets. And if people see dirty carpets and not the hardwood floors, why are they going to pay? They're not going to pay the same. They're going to think I have to deal with it. And I would rather pay, I don't know, I'd rather pay like $1,000 to get someone to take that crap out.
Yeah.
If it means that someone's going to say, well, I want $5,000 credit.
Well, do you leave the utility, like the air and stuff, running when y'all gone? Like, or y'all put it way up?
No, we don't put anything way up. I turned it off entirely. But
Okay.
when it was really, when it was like those weeks of nearly 100 degrees, I put it on dry just to make sure that the humidity would be out of here. So yeah, we had like some appliances running, obviously. But we only left like the one light behind the front door on, and so that it would look like somebody in the house.
Yeah,
But
because like when we go on vacation and stuff, I'll leave my central running, but like on say like 80, because that way to me it seems like it costs more to cool the whole house again.
I agree, and we did the same thing. Like, you have to make sure you set the thermostat to about 55, because if it does drop into like freezing, your pipes could freeze otherwise. So
Yeah, we made that mistake when we went on a cruise in December, and we turned the heat off while my oldest son stayed home, and he never put it back on. So all of our fish froze. That's how cold it was. They all died. And I'm like, Joseph, you didn't put the heat on. I didn't notice. And I'm like, you had to notice. It was like freezing in the, because this is an old house and it's off the ground,
I don't know.
Kids.
I mean, look, I understood like what I was getting into. I just didn't think, insurance and like medical care, I need to go for a lot of tests. And if I can keep my coverage, it'll be like $250 test rather than $1,250 test. So, and
yeah,
then
it does, Jamie.
But they don't pay. Like the insurance company might charge $1,200 for the test, but then you have to pay for the person who administers the test, the person who reads the test, And then you have to go back to the doctor to get the results
Right.
It's just horrible.
Exactly. Hey, Joyce.
Hi,
Yeah.
Joyce. Anyway, I'm gonna get off my soapbox. I feel like I can't relax about anything because I fear like the same kind of thing happening again, and it'll be like ruining for a lot of people. I mean, I know I have friends on programs that if they get cut, there's gonna be a lot of people in tents in the street. I don't know. It's no fun. But anyway, if we were only rich, we wouldn't care, right?
There you go.
Because I know like this country favors obviously the super rich. Well,
I don't want to be super rich, but to be able to, if something breaks, just go and fix it and not worry about it. If a hurricane comes, just be able to leave and have the money to do it, and like take care of emergency things without like, oh God, how much for that?
Some people win a lottery and they put it in the bank and they do something like the equivalent of an annuity, and they get like payments from, they're sensible, and they just like they still live like practical like ways. But then I've heard of people who get rich on a lottery and within 5 years they're poor again because they bought cars and
they blow it. They don't know how to manage it. Yeah.
And it's and in some ways I've heard that when rich people lose their fortune, they're more suicidal than like when poor people get a like a windfall and then lose it because they already know how to live on the cheap. I mean, I
came to say hello.
Hey, Bella. Bella.
You want some loving? You want some loving?
I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, it would be nice to have a couple of nice trips. I feel like it enriches your life. But do I need to have it? No, I don't. And I want to be able to pay all my bills, and I want to be able, I don't want to have to always shop at thrift shops. It would just be nice. I need a new car, and I feel like I don't want to have to I don't know, juggle things.
Like I feel like if my married kids are struggling, I'd like to be able to say, oh, let me do something for you. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard when you're trying to survive yourself.
Right. And I don't know. I mean, like, I'm just saying, if think about things like the programs you need in your life, and think about what would happen if they were gone, and what would happen then. I mean, just think about it. People aren't thinking that through. It's all I'm gonna say. I mean, look, I want a new kitchen. I don't need a new kitchen. I would like to have a new oven, though. For sure.
Yeah. Healthy and happy. Yeah.
Right.
And wish that for my kids,
I mean, I couldn't have kids, so I don't have kids. So either way, I don't have to worry about them. But turn that frown upside.
Yeah, there you go. That's right.
Well, I know I'm going to have a couple months of insurance, so I'm going to have to take care of a lot of things.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. I keep telling my husband to retire. He goes, I got 2 more years. 2 more years. Which is passing. I remember when I said that, he had 4 more years. So that'll make his 25. And then he said he'll think about retiring. But then he said maybe he would be my partner with the business. So
could you now? I'm just saying
it would be hard, but we would you manage, you adapt to what you have.
I get it, but I want to know. Like, my husband would drive me to the post office, or he would go to the post office. But he hates going to auctions. He hates going to yard sales. He hates going to thrift shops. He would not be a good partner in a business as like reselling.
Yeah. Well, Garrett wouldn't do, I don't think he would do the thrifting part. Like he'll take me and he goes, take your time. I'll be in the car. Sometimes it makes me feel like, oh, I got to hurry. But he goes, don't hurry. Take your time. I'll be in the car. And he plays on his phone or whatever. But he would help me on the other side, the back side of it.
All right. Well, I'm, I don't know.
Oh, that's not great, purple. Sorry.
I'm sorry, purple. That sucks. I'll just say it.
Yeah.
It sucks.
It does. It does. Yeah, I get it. I totally get it. But I have like 2 special needs that are home, and it's hard when they have their isms. I'll put it that way. And there's certain things that help them. And if that breaks and I can't buy another one, then it makes it really, really difficult.
Well, I mean, like I know how I know how to tighten my bootstraps. There was a time when I just said I need to give up coffee because coffee is way more expensive than tea. So I'll just drink tea because I don't put milk in tea, and my milk's expensive, and a tea bag is like 12 cents, and coffee is probably like, I don't know, it's at least twice that, if not 3 times.
Yeah.
So, and I don't buy it in the street, maybe twice a year. I don't do it. I don't buy sodas if I can help it anymore.
Well, I'm guilty of that.
I've been buying iced tea, but instead I've been like putting water in a bottle. I'm just bringing it on my trip. So I'm trying to skimp, what do you call it? Scrimp? I'm trying to save
a lot though in the last.
What?
In the last month, we've cut back a lot, on the, like, we'll try to go to the store for the week instead of every day going, because you spend so much more that way.
You do?
Or, I'm not going to take out the freezer. And we've been cooking out the freezer. So instead of ending up, that's freezer burn, let me throw it away. So I think we've pretty much, because we've been trying to do that since we're moving, but it's hard.
Do they sell like pens that work in the freezer so you could mark your stuff? Or
yeah, you can use a Sharpie with freezer tape.
I'm gonna have to get freezer tape.
Or if you write on your Ziploc bag, if you put in a Ziploc bag on it before you put the stuff in it where it's cooler, because once it's cold and frozen, it's hard to write on it. So, but if you do it before you put whatever you're putting in it, it'll be fine. And I have a vacuum sealer, which I should use, but I don't.
But the supplies for that are expensive too. But it saves your food.
But it saves you in the long run. You're saving because you're not throwing away crap. Like I would put cheese in it with a longer top to it. So every time I would open it, I still had room to seal it again. And I throw a lot of like cheese away sometimes if we don't end up not using it, and then it turns moldy. But if you vacuum seal it, it lasts. I'm not going to say forever, but it seems like forever.
Well, we just got the freezer. I never had a freezer to deal with like that. But something was on sale. Like I think it was like, I know we shouldn't be eating it, but it was like 3 frozen pizzas for $9 or $10. And I'm like, well, that's a lot better deal than buying each one for, I don't know, anywhere from 6 to 10, I wouldn't buy it if it was $10, but it was half the price of what we would regularly pay. So, now we have it in the freezer, and let's face facts. It's like a quick and convenient meal. It's not as healthy as when I cook a zucchini.
Right.
I'm getting tired of that stuff.
Oh, I love zucchini.
I love it.
But
would you love it if you had 30 zucchinis to eat?
Well, sometimes we do during the season. Like, it just depends. But Sean will eat it, but the rest of the kids doesn't. Garrett doesn't like it. But you know, I told him, coming from 14 kids, you'd swear your mama cooked just for you. And he goes, she did. And his sister's like, he's dreaming. She did not. You know?
Yeah. My dogs actually like zucchini. So I was about to buy them.
Good.
I was going to buy them a treat. And then I said, I can give them free zucchini.
Yep, there you go. There you go.
I was like, there you go. And I stopped by. I sadly stopped buying them the fresh meat to eat because I'm like, I can't afford it now. You don't have to wait a while. I see a new bird for the last 2 days in my yard. It has a white chest and a dark grayish black body. And I think it's a kind of they call them juncos.
She said, leave them on park benches or randomly in people's cars if you got too many.
Tony, I haven't even gone to the zucchini patch.
Can you spiralize them and freeze them to make your little zoodles?
I haven't yet, but I did peel one and take the insides out, and I put it in a bag and threw it in the freezer. So
because if you made the zoodles and put it in little piles, put them on a cookie sheet in your freezer, let them freeze, and then pop those in a Ziploc bag. So you just pull out one little bunch at a time.
When I eat it, I can eat a lot of it. But yeah, I love the zoodles actually. And I even like mixing that with regular pasta, so you eat half the pasta. It's good.
Okay. So she puts them in her hamburgers.
Well, I'm going to bring my food processor here as well, and I might.
Well, have you ever tried? You cut them in half, scoop out like the seed, the inside, and stuff them. Though that's good. Sprinkle a little breadcrumb on top, stick them in the oven.
I tried to.
It would be like a stuffed pepper, but it would be a stuffed zucchini.
I'm gonna do that. I made. Tony was like, "Can't you make something like a moussaka without with zucchini instead of eggplant?" I go, "Yeah."
I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's a Greek dish, and it's like layers of eggplant, layers of potato, then it's meat, and it's tomato sauce, and they top it with the bechamel. Or, what I just put like zucchini at the bottom, and then I put a layer of cheese, like I'll say like ricotta, but not ricotta. It was ricotta cheese mixed with Parmesan and an egg. And then I put ground beef mixed with tomato sauce. And then I topped it with mozzarella and Parmesan. And it looked like lasagna. Mm-hmm. It tasted different than lasagna. Yeah. But it was good. I thought it was delicious. However, like I said, I can't just eat things with zucchini every single day. So I could do it like twice a week. But, that's it.
Let me tell you what we do with it, Debbie. So I peel them, cut them in, cubes, and then you cook them down. Like put a little water to start them, and then they make a lot of water themselves. I cook them down, and I'll put either shrimp or ground beef in them. And you can just eat it straight out the pot like that, or you can put it in a casserole dish, sprinkle some Italian breadcrumbs on top, and pop it in the oven. But we cook it down a lot. Or you slice it and you fry it. Yum. But my suggestion with eggplant is always take a little sliver, bite it, make sure it's not bitter, because one bitter eggplant can ruin your whole dish.
I used to try to make things with eggplant, and I've tasted people's eggplant that they've salted and the water's come out, and then they breaded it, fried it, and used it in like various dishes.
Jennifer, yeah.
And it tastes very like meaty and good, but I've whenever I made it, it's either been bitter or it's been mushy, and I don't like mushy.
And that's the key. You have to like take a little bit off, bite it. You don't have to eat it, just bite it, and you can taste if it's bitter or if it's sweet. So, but I cook eggplant like that. I love to cook white squash like that, but they're hard to peel. My dad, I miss him so much. He used to peel all my eggplants for me. But you can do that with the zucchini,
That sounds good too.
Now, what I do, Debbie, is if I'm going to fry it, I don't slice it anymore. I used to do that. Now I cut them in like strips, like little fat, like French, like say steak fries size strips, and we fry those. And oh my God, they're so good. And then you sprinkle some Parmesan on it after.
When you fry it, you deep fry it?
Mm-hmm. Or you can spray them with like olive oil cooking spray and stick them in the oven if you so desire to.
Yeah, I don't like frying anything like deep fried. Honestly.
That and oh my God,
it just works for me. I just never had the knack. I'm trying to cook more, obviously. We're not eating out as much.
I just put we use Tony Sashery here, and I'll sprinkle it with Tony's. I don't even put salt and let them anymore. So I just sprinkle them with Tony's, put Italian, through egg and Italian breadcrumbs, and fry them. And then we had to, you had to take the things to the shed, catching up on 2 times speed.
It's funny.
Y'all be safe, Donna. But yeah, so we fry them, and then I sprinkle them with, that's my preference, but you don't have to. I sprinkle them with Parmesan.
I love Parmesan. But anyway, I bought the Tony's without salt. I found it at Walmart here. So I bought it, and I haven't used it yet, but I enjoyed using it.
Yes, Dawn's Deals with Teresa is tomorrow. Tooch has his spooky, scary, ugly, something thing tonight.
I'm not using the GLP-1 because I do not no. I don't think my insurance would pay for it. They don't pay for anything.
GLP-1 is different than the semaglutides?
No, it's the same thing.
Same thing. Okay. Yeah.
It's the it's a kind of, what do they call it? It's an agonist, and it's not an antagonist, it's an agonist. I don't know. All I know is that if your body is producing it naturally, it makes you feel fuller. But it also has, it crosses the blood-brain barrier. So think less about obsessive things. So people are finding that when they're taking it, they're drinking alcohol less, they are smoking, their desire to smoke is less. There's various payback. Not everybody is getting all the good stuff because they're getting the nausea or they're getting the constipation. Yeah. But
I used to get nausea really bad on day 3. Okay. And it was every time, day 3. And oh my God, I would get so nauseated. Sometimes I would throw up, but it's kind of passed. But like binge foods for me. I used to eat a whole giant bag of chips on a binge with a thing of dip. Now I'll have maybe a small bag and a little bit of dip, and I'm fine. Or I'm not eating as much for dinner. A lot of times I eat cereal and milk for dinner. I mean, it's just, I'm not hungry, but I know for my diabetes, I have to eat something.
So Donna, she's microdosing the trazepamine or whatever they call it. That's the one that my doctor wanted to put me on. Now, by microdosing, are you having it? What's a microdose of that? I'm curious. I mean, I would like to try. I don't want to get back into that. My cholesterol is borderline. It's been pretty, this is the weirdest thing, but ever since I started eating butter, my cholesterol's better. So I don't understand how that can happen, but it's happening. It's a very sad thing. We started, I try to eat fish once or twice a week now.
And that's a good key too, the fish twice a week.
But the thing about fish is it can also have mercury and weird things in it. So I said to my husband, I'm supposed to eat it almost every day, but I'm supposed to have it 5 times a week. And one time I can have chicken and one time I can have beef. And he said, that's too much fish. You'll get mercury poisoning.
No,
So
they say, like a healthy dose. I mean, not dose. Like if you're eating healthy, you should have at least 2 servings of fish a week.
yeah.
But I can live on like grilled fish.
Right. I want it, like if I'm gonna take something down, I want the dual. Because why not? Yeah, yeah. I never used I didn't use I just don't I mean, I'm just gonna say I used butter for a while, but and I use like coconut oil. I don't know. I'm trying to, but like now I'm just cooking with it too. And it is more natural. I agree, Donna. I want to try that one if I'm going to try one, but I can't. Like it was like $1,400 a month.
Yeah.
For the prescription. I can't do that. That's what I said.
Have you contacted the insurance or not the insurance? You go online and look for the.
I'm also like, this is the last month of one insurance, and next month I'm starting a new insurance. So I already know that they don't cover it, or if they do cover it on some, I don't think my plan covers it. And I thought, oh, I'll just pay. I thought it would be like $100 and something. I don't know. Look, the drug companies, if you have no insurance or private insurance, they can give you that $25 card. But if you have like the marketplace insurance, which I'm gonna have, they don't cover it at all. I just want to know why. Why not? Like,
yeah,
it makes me
Glenn,
sick.
I don't use any no salt or fake salt products because it can make your potassium go through the roof.
What? Like, why? Because
I don't know why it does. Like I've had patients who their potassium they couldn't figure out, and they used the no salt stuff. There's something in it that will cause the potassium to go up.
I went to the doctor last week, and he said the only supplement I recommend to all my patients is D, vitamin D. Well, I think it's D3, but D. So
yeah.
And anyway, she is good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to run because we're gonna have to get on the road.
Okay.
And
all my Floridian friends, you guys stay safe. Debbie, I know you're
definitely.
To anybody in the path, please be safe, be aware, and we're praying for y'all.
I haven't been following anything live, or I've been like busy doing stuff, so I can't really. We don't have regular television, so I can't just watch.
Yeah, well, it's a monster, and
oh, that's terrible.
I know how you guys feel. Please be safe. I'm praying for y'all.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Yep, 2 hip chicks at noon. And guys, again, don't forget Tucha's thing. Teresa and I will be on it for sure. And I forgot who else.
Yeah, everybody.
Selena.
Please don't float away or get blown away.
Yeah.
Good luck.
All right, guys.
Take care. Feel good.
Next time. Bye. Love y'all.